Hello, welcome to another round of Redski's Righteous Readings. I'm Redsky. So we are continuing with the October monthly reads for the you and them, couples and singles. So we'll do couples first and then we'll do a separate read for singles after. And we are up to the star sign of Libra. So Libra, rising, moon and sun signs. This is your October couples reading. Stay tuned for singles. Okay, Libra, let's see what's coming in for you and your person for the month of October. Okay, Libra and couples. So you currently, Libras are feeling 5 of Swords. Your thoughts and feelings are the 7 of Swords. And your outcome moving forward, you got to the 5 of Swords and the Hermit sign of Virgo. Lots of wand energy there, feeling very wandy sorty. Your person is feeling the Emperor. Thoughts and feelings about this connection, 3 of Swords, and moving forward they feel 7 of Cups and the Knight of, 6 of Cups upright and the Knight of Cups reverse. A bit of a tongue twister this early in the morning. We will get there. Okay, Libra. So you're currently in this connection, 5 of Wands. So really feeling like the battle is ongoing here. Unsatisfied desires, struggle, labour, strife, obstacles, violence, It's always a battle with this person in this couple relationship. You're always on toe. You've always got to argue the point. It's constantly, it's a fiery energy. Your thoughts and feelings is the 7 of Wands upright. So you are having success and gains here against overwhelming odds surmounted against you. You're getting advantage here and you are getting victory. So you are pulling them around slowly as the connection goes on to your way of thinking. You are thinking and feeling at this point in time. Moving forward in this connection, you feel 5 of Swords. Hang on, just let me check. Yeah, 5 of Swords reversed and the Hermit upright sign of Virgo. So the 5 of Swords reversed is really talking about uncertain outlook, a chance of loss or defeat, feeling quite a real undertone of weakness, possible misfortune here with the Hermit, which is really saying that you really need to take the time to sort of go solo, understanding that there is a period here where you do need to have counsel, knowledge, solitude, discretion and caution. You need to pull self-denial and withdrawal. You need to have regression here within the connection. And you must not withhold emotion for fear of discovery of truth of feeling. So I'm seeing here, it's a little messy, is what I want to say. There's a lot of battles, but you feel like you're surmounting them. But in the outcome energy, you are feeling as if, you are feeling very much that it's uncertain. You really do feel like this could go as a loss in the end of the day, because you feel like they're going to withdraw and you feel like this is going to regress, and the tendency to withhold emotion and expression of emotion and that connection, therefore not understanding each other's emotion, is going to rot this connection and erode it extremely fast. Your person currently is feeling the Emperor in its upright, sign of Aries. The Emperor is really feeling like they have worldly power, confidence, wealth and stability and authority. They really have some war-making tendencies, and they are a domination of intelligence and reason over emotion and passion. Very responsible, very reasoned, no emotion or heart in it. It's all about what's right, not about what I want. This therefore leads them to think that their thoughts and feelings at the moment is 3 of Swords, that this will lead to heartbreak, that this will be absence and sorrow and disappointment and strife and dispersion, division, opposition, separation. Geez, tough on me, honestly, this is Libra. Their outcome, their thinking is 6 of Cups with the Knight of Cups reversed. The 6 of Cups is all about, they are reminiscing about long times past when they were children, or you know, when Aunt Nellie used to go to school. But they are really bringing back past memories and really reminiscing on that something fierce, really reminding themselves of how things used to be, how that time was, and really holding out hope for similar feelings moving forward again, that reminiscent feeling of childlike joy. Knight of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups reverse. Trickery, a sly and cunning person, a person capable of swindling. They don't want to be used. And I think both of yous don't want that. Yous don't want to feel used by each other. You don't want a battleground. Yous are both, I think, in a little way, with you with the Hermit, with your solitude card moving forward, and then with the Six of Cups, reminiscing of past. Yous are both going into your own way of dealing, one with solitude and one by regressing in mental thought, if that makes sense. One doing it physically, literally isolating themselves, solituding themselves, Hermit, repose, while the other is doing that mentally, Six of Cups, regressing through mind and memory. Libra, I hate to be bearers of bad news, but you know, I don't lie when cards tell me things. For a portion of you, this connection is just not going to work. It is just not going to get off the ground, I'm afraid. And I think in a month's time, once we get out of October, you will be thanking your lucky heavens, both of you, for that. Because you're going to see very quickly once you get out of it and out of October. Shouldn't have ever tried it. The other percentage of you, I'm seeing you will give it a go. And it is going to lead to some real breaking in of each other's way of doing things. And I'm seeing a small percentage of you will go through this process and you'll learn from each other, and you're going to have some rough rickety rack, but you're going to make it work. The other third of you, I'm seeing, it's going to be one of the most tumultuous, extremely volatile relationships of your freaking life. Not necessarily one of the longest, but one of the longest for memory that you will never forget. It will definitely be an experience to go down in the memory book, for not necessarily all the reminiscent memories, past reasons you do. A Six of Cups, put it that way, but it will be very memorable. So, Libran couples, 3 groups here. I'm seeing 3. I don't know which one you fall into, but be wary, be upfront with your emotion. You know, try to find a way through these times when one regresses into solitude, when you go into solitude and they regress in mind, to still have communication. You don't have to see each other to have communication. You can write a post-it note, leave it on the fridge or whatever, text message, you know, leave a voice clip thing, send it on the messenger, or hey, you know, start even a YouTube channel just so your beau can get messages, you know, little videos from, you know, Snapchats, or, you know, there's 101 ways today, peoples. I'm not current in it all, I'm still learning, but you get the point. You want to get a message across, you can do it. It's so easy. And I'm just trying to reiterate the fact to keep those lines of communication going with you and your person if you want this to at least have a chance to have an ounce of hope in a way, because there is a lot against it. Doesn't mean there isn't hope, it just means give it every bit of good intention you can and bit of help. So Libran couples, that was your October reading, and I'll get ready for singles now. Okay, Libran singles, we had a bunch, so let's get into it. Strength upright, Leo. Justice reverse, you, Libra. 10 of Wands. 3 of Cups reversed. Death card, sign of Scorpio. King of Wands reversed. And the Fool. Okay, so let's begin. So you currently, strength, sign of Leo, you have a lot of strength inside, outside, and you've very much been working internally on taming the beast. Anything that hasn't really been the best for you or good for you, you've been really trying to work on here. I'm hearing Libra singles. You're really trying to maintain a good, healthy image internally, externally. You know, have the yin and yang balance here, and having strength, courage, tenacity, and inner and outer. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Like solidarity. You know, you solid, courage, strength, willed. That's what you're coming across as. Justice reversed. So this is really feeling like there's been some bias against you here, feeling like things have not been fair, or that you have not been fairly treated. Justice, when it's reversed, is speaking exactly to that fact, that you feel that things have not gone, false accusations, bias, bigotry, severity in judgment or intolerance, unfairness, and borderline abuse. When you put that next to 10 of Wands, you feel like you have been carrying more than what you should bear, excessive pressures, problems soon to be resolved, however, because tens are completions of cycles. But you have been striving so hard to meet a goal, or to maintain a certain level of position, and it has exhausted you. You've been really trying so hard to pull pull off this inner outer. You've been working so hard at it, but it's starting to become very tiring for you. You're starting to run out of energy. You're starting to get very exhausted, Libra. You're overdoing it, okay? You're being too hard on yourself here. You are struggling more than you need to. You're pushing yourself harder than you need to. You are carrying more burdens and putting more burdens on yourself than what you need to. I'm hearing, Libra. Three of Cups reverse. This is really feeling as if there is no, you've got some excessive pleasures, over abundance sometimes, which has left you feel a lack of appreciation sometimes for things, and that's what you're trying to correct at the moment. Death, a sign of Scorpio, but also a sign of change, and that's exactly what you're trying to invoke here and bring upon yourself. A massive change, transformation, clearing away of the old to make way for the new you. This was an unexpected change, and if I could get the words out, my apologies. Mercury must be doing something, because my mouth don't want to work at the moment. Apologies, my tongue twisty will stop. This has been accelerated, and it has really pushed forward at a fast pace for you. This is a massive abrupt change of the old self, through not a physical death, but through a full metaphorical change, and the ending of the whole old cycle, and the beginning of a complete new era, complete new person. Pretty much the death of one's self previously in idealisms. Moving forward here, King of Wands reverse and the Fool energy. This is quite funny for these two characters to come out together, because when the King of Wands is reversed, he's all about severity and somewhat excessive and exaggerated ideas, or dogmatic and deliberate, sarcasms. The Fool is exactly that. He's a naive young energy that has no experience, that just wants to get out in the world and be, experience. He's very thoughtless. He has a lot of folly. He has a lack of discipline because he has not experienced anything. He therefore can be a bit irrational. He has a bit of insecurities, but he lives in a state of delirium and frenzy and enthusiasm, because he's so naive, and he has a real naivety about him. He is a real, I'm here to experience it, like, because I never have before. And that's what I'm seeing what you're doing, Libra. You're really going to be severe with it, and you're really going to play it to the 10th hole. You are going to embody this full energy come October 31st. I'm seeing like the 29th to 31st, the full energy is going to kick in for you. Maybe it's going to be Halloween invoked, you know what I mean? Maybe when the Spirit's vow weakens, the full energy is going to overtake you. But you're going to do some crazy shit. I'm actually seeing some practical, jokey type stuff coming out of you. Some quite energy. I'm hoping that's only a small portion of you, because if you have children, God, they can expect that very enlightening Halloween. If what I just saw comes to fruition, I will not share. There's some toilet paper and baby powder involved, perhaps, and some other varieties of things, but nevertheless, I'm sure Halloween will be delightful. Libra singles. So, the message here is, you're going to come into October quite firm on yourself. Really, I want to get this way happening in full fruition. You're going to be a bit of a bully to yourself, or put yourself into the ground a little bit. You're going to have to step back and say, look, I can sometimes be my own worst enemy and push myself too far and put myself in a position where I'm flat out fucked because I've whipped myself too hard. Be a bit kinder to myself. Be a bit nicer to myself. Allow the transformation happen in its own time, rather than putting the cart before the horse and whipping the horse to death before it's even had a chance to get on field. Just take a deep breath, let it come through the flow of its natural flow, rather than trying to force like salmon up the current, and it will come through very quickly for you, and you will really leave October quite happy and quite folious and quite foolish. I just want to say, I can't wait to see what Libra are going to do and wear for Halloween. You singles are really going to be the life of the party if what I saw does come into fruition. So my dear Librans, that is your October spread for the you and them couples and singles, and I really hope you have a wonderful October. Cheers all.